Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the first game. Apologies about the delay, but we are finally here for Adroit versus Team Trust for game number 1.
See, I reckon you shouldn't apologise. They got more knowledge from Jenkins. That man is a god when it comes to game knowledge, straight up. I appreciate his videos so much. Even if that one was on the medium to lower end, like the more approachable videos he's made, they are so good just for really in-depth game knowledge.
I
Props
give it
to him.
Yeah, I mean, I've been climbing a lot of MMR by watching Jenkins' YouTube channel, so I give it to him. These tips are fantastic.
He's absolutely broken videos.
That's the wrong guy. That's another guy.
No, they both say it. It's ridiculous. It annoys me so much whenever the word broken comes up in a Dota video.
Shout out to Speed, by the way, if he is watching.
Yeah.
Big fan of his as well.
Both of them, just they're terrible for it.
Well, they're good at, they're good with Dota knowledge. That's what's important. As long as people are gaining MMR.
That's true, actually. I love seeing people excel, and obviously we're going to see the best of the best here.
That's it.
In some of these matchups. Maybe not the best example to show, but a Doom vs Kunkka matchup is probably one of the most boring things you can watch.
Well, tell me about it. Who is meant to win this matchup? Because I'd assume it should be X on the Kunkka. That might have the advantage, especially after the nerfs that Doom received today. Not as much regen on the Devour.
Yeah, I mean, I think even before the nerfs, I'd give the props to X anyway, purely because I think Tidebringer versus a melee hero is insane to deal with. Like, you can see how much damage it has, but he's going to lose a deny here, I believe, if he's not careful. Oh, that's nice. I like that a lot.
Nice torrent play from X. Already see a bit of a rotation out from Boomy very, very early on the Earthshaker, but he'll go for a bit of a TP up top. And so they're going to run Trilane versus Trilane up at the top lane aggressively, and that'll leave you and Ben Soy down at the bot lane to just solo up against each other.
Yeah, this is alright. I don't mind this with Ben Soy. Obviously, it's very hard to kill a Timbersaw if you have no burst damage, but top lane, we might see XMP first.
He's in trouble, and he's getting surrounded. MCY just blinks in for a very nice first blood on the anti-mage, and you really can't ask for a better start than that if you're this AM.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're in a favourable matchup too. I think Spec vs AM is slightly favoured. You're not going to kill each other because you're two of the hardest carries in the game, but definitely AM gets his farm, and AM can excel quicker in my mind because the Battle Fury build-up versus, I think it's still a drum build-up for Spectre, but to tell you the truth, I haven't seen it since the patch at, what, 12 PM today.
Yeah, it did get nerfed. It may not be as viable, but then you kind of ask yourself on this Spectre, like, what else do you get if you can't buy drums? Do you try and experiment again with that Meteor Hammer build that we were seeing for a little bit?
Oh, maybe. There was a time where Soulring was the build, but I just obviously peeked his items, and he has got the drums queued up.
Top lane, MCY, have a try at Xing Feng, and they are going to get him. A great Fisher out from Boomy. MCY, his second kill on this anti-mage. He just hit level 3.
Yeah, I mean, both of them on supports, but still, you'll take support kills over nothing. And the best part of it is the supports are giving MCY a lot of levels. He's actually almost level 3, he just hit it now, but on the other side, obviously, UUU is going to have a pretty free game, let's be real.
There's going to be a concern here, surely for Adroit, leaving this Timbersaw alone for this long, but they seem to be happy with it for now, and well, there is going to be a rotation out from Xing Feng, but top lane. MCY was taking a bit of damage, now Ben Soy going to get battery assaulted up into the chains of UU, and there's really no way out of this. He's going to try and run away from his own tier 1 tower. Eats a Fairy Fire, but that's not going to help his cause. UU will go for the dive and does get the kill. That is, that's kind of what's going to happen if this Veno's left alone.
Yeah, definitely. You know what's interesting? They recently, we didn't talk about it much, but the big nerf to Venomancer this patch, Fluke was the one to actually bring it up. Wards are worth quite a bit more gold. They're about 20% more gold to actually kill them. So we might be seeing Timber just walk up and start hitting these wards to kill them, these Venomancer wards.
Well, that's very true. I mean, you're essentially getting about 4 or 5 gold extra, more than you used to now, so it is very viable to go after those Venom wards, and you may as well. They're quite annoying to just leave around.
Yeah, especially as a Timber. Like, you're not going to take any damage to them. They hit for 30 odd. After armor, they hit for 0.
Very, very true.
Like, look at it. He's actually healing more from it than if he didn't get hit at all.
Just Timbersaw things. See how they deal with him later on. Still, UU will continue freely farming up, but you can see Ben Soy is trying to to deny his own wards off at least. So understanding the value of those wards now, just not allowing them to go down for free.
Yeah, I think he let a few slip at the start, and I think he realized that they were going to just farm them at top lane.
XMP on the Crystal Maiden just can't survive the damage output, especially if she gets Fisher blocked like that by this Earthshaker. And, well, now your Spectre's struggling. They've got the Purge creep available. She can't run away. She's getting body blocked by CML and purged every time they can. And that means she is going to die.
I think CML deserves that kill. That was sick body blocks. And for those wondering, obviously the Purge on the Satyr Banisher has a 3-second cooldown and lasts for 5 seconds.
Oh, the balance in this game. It's just sometimes you wonder.
I mean, balance in all things, man.
Right, right.
Mid lane, though, I believe Mac could die here if he gets hit by the torrent.
Oh, he's in trouble, Mac. Needs a fairy fight. Oh, the Tidebringer hit from X was a bit off target, and now Boomy getting a Fisher off into X, and he's going to die to Mac. Adroit, they're not going to tip X for that.
They really should, man.
They really should.
Oh,
that was a huge misplay out from the Kunkka.
That's just like, you could tell what he was trying to do, try to get that attack, but he didn't do his directional pathing quite right. But Boomy, we talked about his Shaker being fantastic. He made that kill possible.
Every time. We'll chase down Cheng Feng now. Boomy again going to rotate. Doesn't have the Fisher, of course. He just committed. But still, they're just forcing this clock to run around doing nothing. In top lane, they do get a very important kill. XMP.
And bot lane?
At the bot lane, the Venomancer goes down as well. Yu ends up killing off Ben Soy. But that's actually 2 massive kills for the side of Team Trust. Adroit. I mean, the AM pickoff is... You couldn't really imagine it happening.
Yeah, it's quite strange to see. Obviously, the Mask of Madness is a questionable build for that exact reason. You silence yourself, you can't blink away, and they can do enough damage with the XMP Frostbite.
Boomy. He's surrounded now. They should have this kill. Frostbite going to come out. They want to give it to the Spectre, and they will. Nice pickup. Still, you'll see Mac on the Doom now, just taking stacks in the jungle, and it's a nice little way to escalate your farm on this Doom. Just use that Scorched Earth and, of course, the Tower.
Yeah, he had the Arcane Rune as well.
Always nice.
Unfortunately, he didn't get that last Scorched Earth off in time, but yeah, you're right. A bit of farm. He does take these stacks before the 7-minute mark, though. So he doesn't get the benefit of all the neutral items. I say that, 701 pops and he instantly gets a neutral.
Iron Talon as well. You couldn't really ask for much more.
Did he send it home?
We'll have to give it to MCY, I assume.
Nah, throw him under the bus, man. Use it and then send it back. Give it to him on cooldown.
Speaking of MCY, Pogler, he went for a Mask of Madness build on the AM.
I mentioned it. I'm a bit surprised. It's why he died, by the way. He silenced himself with the Mask of Madness and killed himself with it. I don't hate it. I think it's quite interesting to see. We saw God King as well, putting Mask of Madness on everyone. But you can see, like, how often do you see MCY or any anti-mage for that matter taking Ancients at 8 minutes?
That's a really good point. Like, it does enable you to farm a lot faster, and the thing is as well, you can always disassemble it later on. And I believe you could make a Butterfly / Satanic with those items.
Yeah, you still can. You can also make an Echo Saber, which we've seen before, obviously with the Quarterstaff. I don't want to see it this game, but, you know, it's a possibility for the people that don't like building Satanic so early.
Yeah. I mean, Echo Saber AM. Who knows? Could see it
like
here.
I said, God King did it. Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, Battle Fury, AM.
When
I think he went Halberd too.
When you tell me God King does it, I believe it straight away. Like, if there's anyone that's going to do something wacky, it's probably going to be God King. To see if we do see the same from MCY. Still mid lane, they are going to start grouping up here. XMP. He's slightly spotted there by Mac, but they're trying to make a play onto the Doom now. They don't have the hookshot yet on your Clockwork, but they're just going to run in with the Battery Assault and the Frostbite. Now getting the cogs off. CML is right there to help out. The boat will fly in. He is a tanky target, however. Mac still surviving. He pops the drums. He'll make a run, and Boomy gets in with the Echo Slam. He'll get the clock. He'll get XMP, and now X is on the run. Wards to slow him down. MCY blinking forward with the Mask of Madness and X. I don't think he gets out of this one. Phase boots? No, they're not going to be enough. MCY getting a double.
What a bait, honestly. Like, I thought that Doom was dead for sure, but Mac, he had no problems in the world with his 16 health regen, with his drums, early purchase. Cleans it up, and straight off the bat, we're getting excited by Boomy Earthshaker. That was the pretty much perfect Echo Slam you can have pre-blink.
I'd say so.
And he has an axe queued up rather than a blink dagger.
We'll look at that in a second, because we've got a bit of a highlight here. Now, it was really surprising Mac being able to just survive through all this damage output, but Brace's drums, still a thing, and Boomy taking advantage. Great play out from Adroit. But you were saying this Earthshaker, being played by Boomy, is rushing an Aghanim Scepter.
He has now changed to a Yules, which I do appreciate more, but again, no Blink Earthshaker sounds very strange to me. I feel like he's just going to bounce between items and bait us all and then just build a Blink Dagger.
This'll come in handy.
Nothing wrong with that. See why, gonna run into UU. CML will avoid him. It's Boomy. It's about that time he starts saving up, and I mean, surely he's just gonna go for a blink. Like, he's got 1.4k gold there. You'd think he
just popped the clarity.
Radiant's courier.
I think you're right. He's getting closer and closer. This will be a 13-14 minute blink dagger the way he's going, which for a POS 4 is insane to think about. One more team fight where he doesn't die and he has a blink dagger. All why this AM is just AFK farming. They're not too worried. I think he's going to go the Battle Fury as well. So they don't have a massive issue with going late game against the Spectre. Obviously, Kunkka will start to scale down, Timbersaw scales down, and it becomes a Spectre versus Anti-Mage kind of game. So it'll be interesting to see when Adroit need to start fighting in their minds. But mid lane,
gonna go on to Benzoy. The boat does connect. XMP just gonna pop the ulti from the CM, and it's gonna be enough, but she's gonna go down. No. Great deny out from X. Perfect timing from the Kunkka. It's a very, very nice pick-up, and it's been a bit of a rough game already for Benzoy. Just not having the easiest time no matter what lane he goes to.
Yeah, I mean, he did get the sacrificial lane. It's the 1v1 versus Timber masterclass on how to hate your life, pretty much. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, if any good Timbersaw player will win a 1v1, no matter who that one player is, no matter what hero it is, Timbersaw.
Good bot lane being committed. They have found UU. And there are plenty of creeps to surround and just keep him stunned up by CML and MCY. Commits the Mana Void, takes the kill. I believe that might be his third kill of the game now, the Anti-Mage, if not fourth.
Sixth.
Sixth, okay.
Yeah, in that big fight in the mid lane, he actually cleaned up 2 there, so we didn't quite recognize MCY's contribution to the team fight, really. But this is huge right now for Adroit. They've got the farm on 2 heroes, the Doom and the AM. Mac, obviously we just saw the Blink Dagger come up quite quickly, a bit faster than normals, thanks to the SAP stats. Shout out to Daredevil Dota for doing that. But now it's a question of when do they want to go, with the next Doom, or if they want to go a bit quicker than that?
It's just hard to tell, right? Because MCY has clearly indicated he wants to fight a bit earlier on with his item build as well, so it does feel like once that next Doom's up, you could just go again. It's not like the Spectre can really fight back at the moment either.
Yeah, Drums plus Yasha. Spec is quite farmed herself at top lane.
And they get the tier 1 tower, now the chase on for the clock, and they do get him, but they cannot get the Spectre. He's just fine to get out of there. Mid lane, Boomy gonna cop a boat. XMP still going now with the Frostbite and the ulti, but no, it'll be cancelled off by Boomy. He just runs out of there, but X with a Haze Strewn gonna try and chase.
How is he so tanky already? Boomy just ate 4 or 5 spells to the head, and he still has 800 health.
He's gonna rush in onto XMP, and you know, I said he was gonna ignore the Yule Scepter and go for the Blink, but I am completely wrong. He is actually going straight for the Yule Scepter.
I understand it, because obviously you've got the Doom blinking in, you've got the Venomancer to slow down these fights, and generally speaking, Spectre's going to try to jump, and Clockwork, as we just saw, was trying to get into the front line. So I get the Yule Scepter. I do want to see him eventually go Blink. It's pretty much got to be the next item, because he needs to be the initiator. You can't rely on Doom in the mid-game to do everything for you. Even if Doom is so far Max been playing pretty much perfect owner. 204. 8k net worth. He's only getting beaten out by the Mask of Madness AFK farming Anti-Mage. Mid lane though, they're going to see a Clockwork kill, so Mac, another freebie.
Kill. Doesn't have to commit the Doom. XMP going for a Nova, I think, but won't be able to get in range of Mac. Mac will just take himself an Arcane rune now, and you know, with that Arcane, you could try and actually go after the Spectre kill if you want, because he does still have the Doom available.
Yeah, I would actually like... I think you're right. I don't want to see Mac waste this Arcane rune too much, but I think he might just be able to find X here.
Frostbite Nova.
No
Now
X.
the boats are flying, but there's no X out, so he just goes for the Doom on the CM, trying for the easy kill. She may get denied, and she does. X does get a very nice denial from the Kunkka. Max still trying to fight, going after the Spectre now. They get the stuns off, multiple stuns in fact, and Ben Soy will come in with the follow-up damage on the Venom. Now CML gonna be in a spot of danger and does also die to X. But you just lost your Maiden and your Spectre for the sake of a Chen. I'd say you're pretty happy if you are Adroit.
Yeah, Chen Sands creeps as well. Obviously, I can see the 3 creeps still farming, so they didn't lose much at all. They kept pretty much everything they needed to. They used the Arcane Rune on the Doom as well, so it's a 60-second turnover for that.
Then Soy, top lane, gonna get hooked on and should be dead. They have the torrent there, still trying, but no. They do get him Ching Feng, the one to set that one up with Yu.
Nice little pickup. Make that fight a bit better for you. You're still definitely behind, because like I said, AM again didn't have to show up. That's a Battle Fury Mask of Madness. And he's split it already. So what's he building? Oh! Look at that! It's an Echo Saber!
Wow, you must be a bit of a prophet, Mr. Poglet. You know exactly what's going on here. MCY.
I said he shouldn't go. I said God King did it. I don't know if I want to see it, but you know what? If at first it succeeds, you might as well try it again.
Yeah, why not? Boomy, mid lane getting caught. He was trying to protect that DD. Yules, get the Yules off in time, but surely there's no way out, and there is not. Doesn't bother committing the Echo. Because Ben Soy and CML were the only ones nearby to help, and they just didn't really bother.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of item builds I want to talk about, the Kunkka, he has a Shadow Blade as his first major item. I haven't seen this in a very long time. This used to be the build that you go max Tidebringer one-shot whack machine. Like Shadow Blade, Daedalus,
Good old
Rapier.
days. Yeah.
So you'd be curious to see why he's going this. Obviously the chain creeps is quite solid, but outside of that, it's not that great.
He's getting the Chrysalis. He is actually working towards a Daedalus somewhat. So so that build you just kind of mentioned, it may be coming out here from X. Which is, it's going to be a spectacle for sure. Of course, looking back at the Spectre, we're working towards that Manta style now, and he is very close to the ultimate orb.
Yeah, he doesn't have an item. I'm surprised he doesn't have an item, because I'm seeing an Ocean Heart on the Clockwork.
Classic pos.
Greedy Goblin.
Classic position 4, steals a neutral item, doesn't say anything, doesn't tell the carry.
How do they find him?
Furled your
X.
sails, but good.
They use the boat combo, the DD. Tidebringer does so much damage to him right now.
It's a big pick off. That's Mac. Your mid lane Doom going down the bot lane. Echo being committed. Boomy trying to fight back up against the Spectre. And our Clockwork Ching Feng to be able to get Boomy on the Shaker. I'm going to go for the TP play, but MCY does have the Mana Void available. It's going to end up being a 1-for-1 on those position 4s.
I think we're going to give MCY more props right now. He's level 17 against the Spectre's level 12. He has 9 kill participation.
Uh-oh. CML, he's got that creep with the Chain Lightning, but has to let him go. X won't bother coming in.
Another mistake there. He doesn't X once again. I think that's the 3rd time I've seen him forget to
Max. Mac just commits Doom onto XMP every single time he gets a chance, and he'll take the kill. I'm not sure if I agree with that, using a big ultimate like that on a position 5, but it seems as though Mac just wants any kill he can get.
Yeah, I mean, if it sets the tempo, right? If it's just one of those team trusts, this is how we feel about your draft right now. We don't care about your cause, we're just wanting to create space for MCY. And you can see he's going SMY now as well, and he has the People's Gift, so he's going to be incredibly hard to kill. He's going to have about 2,000 health plus, obviously the Morbid Mask and the extra lifesteal from Sanj and Yasha. I should specify, the extra life amp that he gets from Sanj and Yasha, not the lifesteal.
Wording can be hard.
I think I chose the wrong words anyway. I think it's called something.
Hookshot. Hookshot was actually on a Spectre Illusion. The Haunt Illusion blocked the hook onto the Doom, so CML is going to be the one targeted. Oh, a bit of a shame there. Because Mac would have probably been caught out.
He does have a BKB blink, so it would have been quite hard to kill him. But you're definitely right. Forcing out a BKB would have been much better than killing the Chen there.
Sure.
Life stealing. That's what it's called.
X. Gonna go invis, and he does see Mac, but he will ignore him from now. They pop the drums instead, going into the tree line where Ben Soy is pretending to be a tree. Bit of a banana tree here, and
Why doesn't he TP out?
well,
Ben Soy?
it's working, Pogman. He's a tree. Trees can't TP. He's just gonna stand there and
Radiant's top tower.
He has
is under
boots of
attack.
travel. It would have cost him
Oh.
nothing, and now he's
oh, he's gonna tell them as well. He's gonna send the message like, I was here this whole time, and you guys missed out.
I actually love that. That's a BM play.
Oh, Mac goes back in onto XMP. He doesn't want the Timber. He wants the support. Mac, you've got to hit the CM now. He pops the BKB and does get the kill. Now onto UU, who's going to try and make a run. You don't have Doom available, but Mac will have his stun in just a second, and there it is. CML now with the Amper. X forced to throw the boat in. Back onto Mac, and Mac is going to get bursted down very, very fast. Now CML probably wishing he wasn't here, as he has no way out of this situation. Or maybe he does. MCY's coming in. Boomy.
Radiant's
What about a
tower
Fisher?
is under attack.
Ben Soy, he's restarting the fight.
That's 1,200 mana missing on the Timbersaw right now, but they don't want to kill. Oh man, the hatred for CM flows
Radiant's middle
deep
tower is
for
under
Mac,
attack.
and he kills himself this time. This is the first time he's actually been punished for the CM hatred.
I don't know what XMP's done today to upset Adroit, but they've done something. So, see if they keep aiming this Crystal Maiden. I mean, I'm sure XMP's more than happy to take all these Dooms if he needs
Dire's
to.
middle tower
Yeah, definitely.
is
And
under
the
attack.
panelists mentioned it before. It's not like these teams would scrim often. Obviously, Southeast Asian team, one China team. They don't often verse each other in tournaments. They don't often verse each other in scrims just because of ping. And obviously, if you don't verse each other, why bother? So I don't understand where this hatred could have come from. It's just, it boggles my mind, to be honest.
MCY, not going to go for the Rose, just back to farming on this AM. Got the SNY, I love to see it. And so it must be a Satanic being built now, right? With that Morbid Mask. You
I
just
would-
go for the status resist build.
I wouldn't hate to see him go a Basher first or a Butterfly first, but I think Satanic is quite solid. He's going to get caught here, though.
Fun, gonna throw the hook out with the Conks pushback, and now X, XX himself. MCY gonna blink forward. X, can you catch him out? They commit the horn, and he cannot blink out in time. A close call, however. He almost got out of there.
Very strange play there. The way he like
Radiant's
waited.
bottom
I don't
tower
think
is
he
under
realized he didn't get X'd. Like he heard the X go off and just started wailing on them rather than TPing straight away. Like he could have blinked out with bot lane. We're gonna have to see Spectre.
They've got a Daedalus up on this Conker now. They've got to be careful. Mac might need a way out of this. We'll just walk.
Radiant's bottom tower
The
is
X
under
and P
attack.
hate.
He's going to go for the X onto Ben Soy. So Yules is going to cancel that off, but now the boat will come in. Poison Nova is expended. That'll be enough. Boomy, no, he blinks in now. He has the Echo and he does commit onto XMP. He does get the kill. That'll be it.
Radiant's
X
middle
on the
tower
Kunkka
is under attack.
might actually die. They're controlling him up with these Chen creeps. Now he's actually dying. X turns around with the Tidebringer hit, does get the kills. Now Boomy being caught out by our Clockwork. Ching Feng does get another, but now Mac jumps in with the Doom onto the Spectre. Pops the BKB. They get the deny. No, Mac, he ends up getting the kill. And just TP's out. Torrent, not going to connect in time. BKB duration just a bit too long. Another messy team fight.
Another terrible team fight. But if either of these teams win, we have to ask in the winners interview, what the hell has XMP done to Team Adroit? Because it's now not just Mac. Boomy straight Echo slammed him as well. There's some serious hatred here because understandably it's a kill. You want to take it. Yes, you did hit the Kunkka with the Echo as well. But that was just a huge Echo and a support. That's
Yeah.
what it felt like to me.
Yeah. Poor supports out there never get any love from these pro players.
I mean, do you want no love or do you want this level of love?
Well, I guess you're right. Sometimes you just want the attention, you know? Just want your core to tell you you did a good job warding or something, you know?
That's fair. I mean, right now, I think I've said XMP's name more than any other player in this lobby right now. Just in this one game, just XMP. We're giving you the love, man. We're showing appreciation for your gameplay, and that is to die for the boys.
True.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Important job. Courier was killed off there. It was Ching Feng's courier with a 4-star going down. Good news for Team Trust. Still Adroit, they do hold a 9k, make it a 10k net worth lead at 24.5 minutes, so things are still going very well. But I've got to ask you, Poglet, do you ever get worried about this Spectre just going too far into the game and just becoming a complete powerhouse?
I mean, I'd be just as worried about MCY right now. He's level 21 versus the level 16 Spec. I think Spectre obviously is harder to get levels versus solo AM, but
Ben Soy goes down, UU. Able to pick up another kill on the Timbersaw.
as I said, it's going to come down to the other cores.
Yeah, Mac showed himself for a second, but we'll blink out.
Early Ags timing too for the Doom on Mac.
Certainly is. So you go straight after Ching Feng. Cogs are going to be out. Frostbite will hold Mac back, but they pop the drums. They want to continue this chase. Mac, who's he going after with this Doom? He could try for UU, but he sees XMP, and you know he wants to chase him down. There's the Fisher coming out. XMP, he'll pop the ulti, trying to do the best he can to survive this. In fact, Chain's forward now. They'll take the fight, but Burmy gets a huge echo off. It's just not enough damage. He will go down on the Earthshake.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, they will
is
back
under
off. I
attack.
think they saw X have a DD rune and were like, DD Daedalus, I'm out. But MCY's back.
He is. He wants to keep going. CML's going to be in huge trouble, however, on the Chen. It does go down to X. Now MCY just has to blink out of this team fight. I think the side of Adroit, they're kind of underestimating how much damage X is doing on that Kunkka at the moment
Radiant's
with that
top tower
Daedalus.
is under attack.
It is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, especially with that DD, he's hitting for 300 base, and then obviously the crit's hitting towards the 900 mark with the Tidebringer. And some of these supports, some of these cores aren't very tanky for Adroit. It's only Mac and MCY right now that have health under their name. And top lane though?
Mac hits the Doom, sees Ching Feng. That stun should be a kill, but they might be able to get the deny off in time, and it looks like they'll try. In fact, no, X ignores the clockwork. Go deny the clockwork, Sir Mac. A great blink out of the X. And look at this. 40 HP. Does he survive? No, he does not. On the last tick of Doom, he will go down, and he died alone, which is very upsetting.
Yeah, XMP wasn't there to save the day, wasn't there to eat the Doom. Man, where's the CM player? He's avoiding the Doom.
Here we go again. Spectre will show himself to Mac, but won't really bother trying to do anything against him at the moment. You can't really blame him. With that Aghanim Scepter up on the Doom, it does make it a very scary predicament now for the Spectre, as you do just have that inbuilt break with that Infernal Blade.
Yeah, inbuilt break that lasts for 6 seconds on the burn duration as well. That is huge right now, because obviously the burn is 5% max HP, not current HP. So it can really chunk down these heroes like Timbersaw.
That's a 3-man stunner.
Echo?
And now with the fish shot, Burmy, no, he's not going to go for the Echo yet.
have
He
it.
tries onto UU. XMP going to glimmer out of there. Mac, X'd up, hook shot going to be out as well onto MCY. MCY still blinking out. Mac is also okay. He pops the BKB. Burmy still trapped in the cogs, trying to get out. Bishop, not going to be there in time. He'll go down to UU on the Timber. Now Mac, Mana Void, MCY, not really getting anyone with that. And Mac will go down on your Doom. They do lose Ching Feng. And in fact, Bensoy, he gets a second. X on the Kunkka does die. Now the Fisher and the Echo being committed by Burmy, and MCY blinking back in. The Gale, it did connect on our Spectre, but he's going to be just fine. TP out of there. And that's a team fight that looked really bad for the side of Adroit, but it was Bensoy at the end on the Venomancer, actually kind of bringing it more even at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Burmy did have to buy back though, so...
Gaunt, going to be out. I believe it might be onto Bensoy, and it was. Dagger going to connect, but they could not continue trying to chase this kill instead. They'll go after CML, but he is also being protected by Burmy.
Radiant's top
They'll
tower is
all
under
just be
attack.
fine to get their way out, and that Haunt going to be on cooldown for another 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 more minutes and we get to see another clown build from MCY. He's actually split the SMY he has. He has Manta Halberd, he's building a Silver Edge. What is happening in this game, MLP? I don't know.
That is straight out of God King's book, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just looking at this. I love it because at the start of this tournament, we made this huge deal about AMs playing the same way. All AMs build the same, play the same timing, same game. Like, you pretty much did the same thing every single time.
Yep.
And these pro players have heard it. They're like, you know what? We're sick of it. We want to see some changes. We want to see your pubs get ruined.
Yeah.
Because if you build this in a pub right now, that's a Shadow Blade on an AM. Someone's going to A, report you, B, send you an all-chat message being like, you need to die, or C, we'll have to watch for bot lane.
Soy doesn't last very long. X with that Tidebringer hit again is just hitting very, very hard. The net worth graph hasn't really changed. Adroit, they are still 10k ahead, and that is pretty much all on our anti-mage. The 21k net worth anti-mage, by the way, 7k ahead of our Spectre. MCY has just not stopped hitting creeps this game. He just keeps going.
Yeah, and there's also a level 25 AM. He goes the Mana Void cooldown. Makes sense in these kind of games. Timbersaw obviously will be spending most of his game on low mana. So if you can get 2 Mana Voids off in this fight on this 20-second cooldown, you can kill someone off the Timbersaw rather than just killing the Timbersaw.
Very true. Jing Feng getting a cogs off on Mac. He'll commit the Doom onto the clockwork, but Mac is getting very, very low still. Guardian Greaves will save from CML. Burmy, he jumps in for the Echo, but it is not going to be great. He does go down to the Torrent Storm of X. Now the buyback from Ching Feng. XMP trying to leave, but does go down. Now MCY, man fighting the Spectre. The boat will fly in, connecting on to MCY. He's able to blink out, but CML is probably not going to be so lucky. In fact, never mind, the Haunt comes in, and they'll clean up both. Team Trust, they are starting to look very, very good in this game number 1.
Yeah, definitely. You talked about the net worth after that fight. Obviously, it's a 3.5k swing, plus whatever farming ability you're going to have after this Roshan. It's going to be an awkward Roche though, because Spectre's not the greatest hero for it. It's going to take a bit of time, but you have 30 seconds. Everyone from Adroit getting cleaned up, bar Ben Soy, who does not want a bar of this Roshan fight.
He's kind of walking towards that mid lane, but there's just no way for him to contest this. Just protect the mid tier 1. We'll see that Aegis now available for the side of Team Trust. It's a real concern, right, for the side of Adroit. Like, you're losing these team fights to the Spectre now, and she's 10k behind your AM. What's going to happen when she catches up?
Yeah, I think she's closed the gap to about 6 now, so it's not quite as bad. But yeah, you're right. It's one of those things. Spectre's going to do more with her farm when it comes towards the late game. Obviously, Haunt Illusions, plus if you end up getting the Mantle, which she has, the eventual Axe, which will be 3rd or 4th Roche, if you get that far. Spectre will definitely do more, and this is peak AM. Like, one more item and AM's pretty much full slot. So yeah, it's quite a worry for Adroit right now. They have a lead, yes, of course, but they need to be able to get these team fights on their favor. Because we saw Boomy got the Echo off, but then he got hit by the Torrent Storm. Couldn't really do much outside of that. And MCY came in too late. The Doom was already dead. Mac couldn't help doing that double core fight style.
Props to Team Trust, by the way. They haven't exactly been grouping up for Boomy, though. That hook shot not going to land, but X does still get the X off. Jules going to be out, but a great torrent placement from X. Boomy will commit the Echo, trying to survive. But how do you get out of this one? He'll commit a Fisher. He does have the Spider Legs. Here comes MCY to try and help out with the break onto the Conquer. X still trying to get out now. Can he, however? He is out of mana. Boomy, he's just fine on the Earthshaker. He has not died, but there goes XMP going down to Mac. Boomy now does lose his life, but the Doom does come out from Mac. They want to take the team fight, and this Timbersaw is not lasting long, but the hook shot is up from Ching Feng, delaying things. Yu, he does die. Now Poison Nova will be expended by Ben Soy. They find another on CML. MCY still chasing Ching Feng. In fact, well, they got the Aegis at least. Ching Feng still not dead to MCY. How is this even possible? He does finally go down.
And now it's Spectre versus the world. I wouldn't be surprised if they just start, I was about to say, running at him. Ben Soy obviously misses just on the Gale.
They're still going. Manta popped. MCY, he wants to kill. Mana Void will be committed, but they just don't have the damage output. They do not have the lockdown either.
is under attack.
And that's about to change. The AM doesn't really want buyback, doesn't care about that. He wants the basher, he wants to be able to stun these heroes down. I think that kind of stung him, watching Chingfu just like run around it over and over again.
Radiant's top tower has
The
fallen.
hurt. That Abyss will definitely going to help things out here for MCY as they just really need that added lockdown on this AM to ensure he can kill somebody off ASAP.
Yeah, and on the other side, that appears to be another Daedalus coming through for Kunkka.
Very nice. I love the fact that he's got a Divine Rapier queued up as well, by the way.
I'm a bit nervous that he's going to go Rapier first, and I think if you go Rapier first here and you lose the next Roshan, obviously that's 5+ minutes away. If you lose that next Roshan, the game becomes very scary because they can commit everything to kill you once.
Do we have a stat, by the way, on how many Divine Rapiers have been bought so far throughout ESL One Thailand? Because I feel like there's been quite a few.
I'm just going to need the stat man to save my day here. I
All
talked
right.
him up. I gave him props earlier. I know he can hear us because we make jokes about it all the time. So if he doesn't save us now, he's in the bin for the rest of the tournament.
Come on, Dan. Enough smoko breaks, mate. Time to work.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's going outside. He's in New Zealand right now.
True.
He's not going anywhere.
Better be inside. X. He's looking good on this Kunkka, but so is the Spectre. Ben Soy. Cop the Tidebringer into the X. Of course, he does have the Yules, but X has been very good at waiting for these Yules to end and does get the torrent off with the boat supply out. No matter what he does, no way out of that one, especially once you're at the water park. It's
Yeah.
a lot of torrents. Hookshot, mid lane. They do go onto the Doom. Matt. He's had trouble surviving the past few fights. Luckily for him, they won't have the lockdown and he'll be fine to just run his way up.
I'm surprised to see them not actually go for that. Obviously, MCY not being there. But they probably could have echoed under the creep wave and potentially killed the Timbersaw. We saw, like you said, the water park went off on the top lane.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm stealing that. I love that.
Radiant's
That's
bottom
fantastic.
tower is under attack.
All credit to MLP to create that
Radiant's
one.
bottom tower has
He's even got the
fallen.
better one. He's got the ghost ship fleet now.
That is... Oh, all right.
So the new attraction in the water park, we'll say.
You right. Mid lane. Mac again going to be hookshot here from Ching Feng. He pops his BKB. There's the hand of God out. Mac still just trying to get away from the Spectre. In fact, he gets stunned up for a second. Mac! I didn't realize they were going to take him out that fast. Now Ching Feng. He's found more. CML on the Chen. Trying to stick around and help his buddies out, but it's going to be no good.
And I saw MCY has actually cut the wave, so if they fortify this wave here, they won't be able to push anymore. So I'm surprised to see Adroit not doing exactly that, because you're going to allow some damage to the tier
Ching
3.
Feng. Another hook shot out. It's caught Fermi this time. That's the third hook shot in about the last minute that he's landed perfectly, and that's 3 kills. The buyback from Mac will be there, and from CML they'll commit the Doom on this Timber, but the Lotus Orb is going to reflect it back, and now the boats are flying. Mac, what have you done? He'll go down. That'll be a dieback. MCY still trying to fight. We'll turn back around onto our Spectre. Drains all his mana. Now back onto the clock. Oh, and there's the Echo Boomy. His blink got cancelled. He'll blink in now, but the Echo's already gone, Boomy.
Dire's top tower
Oh,
is
it's
under
just...
attack.
And they used the repair kit early already, so that's going to be on cooldown for the next 30 seconds.
Oh, they'll Spirit Vessel up UU, but he's fine to chain out. Abyssal, MCY at least gets XMP, but now it may cost him his own life. Do they have the control? There'll be a torrent out, but he will blink.
They had no vision for the Shadow Blade. Or Silver Edge, I should say, but they got out that way. Oh
Yikes.
man, they did everything wrong in that base defense.
Yep.
Mac doomed himself, they repair kitted early, Boomy, Echo slammed from the floor to make a little pretty show onto the high ground. They didn't lock down anyone. MCY wasn't in the fight. They might be able to pick up UU here though.
They may. Silver Edge is going to break the Timber. UU, out of mana, just can't chain away. He still has the Soul Ring, but it's going to do him no good. MCY will just be able to mana void, and they will give him the tip on the Timber. Adroit, even after that really rough team fight, might still be feeling very, very confident here in this game number 1.
Oh, they should now. They found an illusion escape.
Oh, of course they did.
It's not too late though. Spectre might find one for her own. They might get lucky there. But I mean, every time I cast and I see an illusion-based hero, they seem to get lucky and get an illusion escape. It's almost fate that they have to get it.
Every time. Before that, it was the Paladin
Dire's
sword
top tower
that
is under
every
attack.
carry used to get, especially if they were winning.
To tell you the truth, I haven't seen a Paladin sword in a couple games.
They may have nerfed the drop rate and just not said anything. Potentially.
I feel like there'd be a lot of complaints if they skewed drop rates without telling players. Like, players are very much, we understand the game's
Radiant
broken,
are
but we need to know how broken the game is.
XMP. All props to this man on the CM. 5, 11, and 15. Hookshot is going to be out, and who have they caught there? It's going to be Bensoy.
Tower is under attack.
I was giving props to the CM, but Ching Feng, the last 5, 6 hook shots have been perfect.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't what you need from your Clockwork. Obviously, Clock is very underfarmed. He's sitting close to the Spectre. But, I say CM
Radiant
rather.
structures are
But
fortified.
he's been playing near perfect Dota for the last 15-20 minutes, like you said. And he's a real nuisance too. It's so hard with these 5-second BKBs if you get hooked. But we're going to see Spectre.
Doom will be committed. Mac wobbling forward with the stun out, connecting on 2 actually. They'll actually go after XMP, who does pop the ulti and block the staircase. Still back onto the Spectre. Mac chase him down. That Doom is about to wear off. They've lost XMP, but that's all they've lost. Adroit want more than this. In fact, Mac is going to get turned around on now. They're going to try and burst Mac down, and he does go down. MCY has to be careful. A great torrent into a great boat. The Echo will do nothing. And CML, he is the only man left standing for Adroit, but not for long. X will get a double.
Yes. I don't know if you realize that, but X's auto attack did 1100 damage to
1100.
anti-mage.
Right.
That's half his health pool. Oh, he has 3,000 health actually, but he got absolutely chunked there. They seem to just completely delete the anti-mage that quickly off the face of the earth.
They're not being deleted yet. There's an item coming in about 1k gold for X. And I believe that's when the deleting begins for X.
Oh, he's already bought the second relic. It's coming.
It's coming.
He has no choice now because he's not going to build a Radiance this late.
No, he's not. This is not a debate, ladies and gentlemen. We have another Divine Rapier.
Has fallen.
Oh boy. And on the other side, just quietly, the Spectre's pretty much slaughtered. Like the Butterfly, the Abyssal, the Manta, the Dick Blade, and the Princess Knife too, so you can jump on someone and get 2 free
Dire's
lockdowns with
middle
the
barracks are under
Abyssal
attack.
and with the Princess Knife.
Gonna be the mid-ranks going down here. Adroit. Hookshot is gonna be there from Ching Feng, and that'll be a missed hookshot onto his own creep.
A rare miss, but that creep wasn't moving. I feel like he did that intentionally.
Well, it's a very low cooldown anyway, that hookshot. So we'll have it up in like 10 seconds. Still, the net worth lead now back to the side of Team Trust by 2k for the first time this game, it feels like.
Yeah, definitely. The only issue is going to be, obviously, I'm pulling up the XP graph, which was never skewed the side of Adroit. But it's now looking about 20k XP chart towards Team Trust. So what was quite an even game, as you can see here, it's spiraling out of control so quickly here towards Team Trust. And they're going to get another Roshan.
They are going to go for another Roche.
This is really ballsy though. Everyone is up, everyone is here for Team Adroit. They hadn't taken the outpost yet.
Oh, hookshot in again from Ching Feng. They have caught out Mac on the Doom, and he's just getting locked down by the stuns. He's gone without buyback. Adroit, how do you fight this now without your mid-Doom?
You don't. You just hope that the Aegis goes on to not Spectre. They're going to give it... they're going to give it to the...
Well, he doesn't have a BKB. He needs it, and he's got a Divine Rapier up. Here we go. Now the game begins.
I want to see him just straight one-shot one of the supports.
I'm pretty sure he'll one-shot multiple people here, assuming he gets the crit.
They're all quite tanky, surprisingly. 1800 health is the weakest person on Adroit, and that's on CML. So I'd be curious to see if he actually one-shots.
MCY. Yu's going to get him with the Hex out. Now X does get the X off onto our anti-mage. The boat is going to fly in with a great torrent, and that is a boat fleet, but the hookshot is not going to make it in time. They are still going to chase. MCY just fine. He will be.
Oh, that was close. That was real close for MCY.
Not getting the crits off there, either onto the anti-mage. A bit unlucky for X.
Don't worry, we'll get another chance here. I think Bensoy might get caught.
We've seen this one before.
Please don't do it, Bensoy. Please don't put a ward down.
Well, he knows they're there.
Oh, that was tight. We were just like in silence, waiting patiently to see Bensoy potentially suicide.
He's just cosplaying as a banana tree right now. That's all he's doing.
He's just farming in the jungle.
Radiant are
I do like what
scanning.
he's doing though, like being able to push this lane out.
Dire's
It
bottom
means they only
tower
have to
is
deal with
under
one
attack.
lane, the mid lane. Obviously that will auto push in with the racks being down. But you can see backdoor is already happening bot lane. They're going to slow it down quite a lot.
Easy T2 tower.
Dire's bottom
And with
tower
that
has
that
fallen.
Aegis up, you want to go high ground.
Radiant's middle
Can
tower
they
is under
defend
attack.
on the side of Adroit?
Dire's bottom
This will be
tower
the second
is under
T3
attack.
tower under siege. Mac tried to go for the Doom, but gets hexed up immediately, and now the Abyssal Blade is in with the hook shot. He'll commit the Echo on Boomy. Mac, he'll get the Doom off onto our Timbersaw UU, but now the Torrent Storm and the Boat Fleet is flying in. There is so much stuff, but Adroit are surviving for now. Still UU. Does go down the Timber. Now MCY getting a triple kill on the Anti-Mage, and Boomy gets a stun off on X, but there is way too much damage on that Kunkka. Still MCY, now on an Ultra, wants the Rampage, but he'll get the Aegis. Can he deal with this Kunkka alone?
Excellent 4.
XMP gets a Frostbite off. X needs to fight back here. In fact, no, he'll try to run. Never mind, he goes for the X, but there's your Rampage out. But that's a huge crit from X, and he'll take the Rampage away. Oh my. Both teams just getting completely wiped.
Oh boy, lucky they gave the Aegis to
Oh,
X just
for
then.
my
Because I think if you gave the Rapier over the Anti-Mage, the game could just end.
I'd say so.
Right now, he'd have to switch out the Battle Fury for it, which, again, isn't great, but you definitely would cop that. Now, the problem is X is by himself here. If he tries to high ground and gets brought back, jumped on by the AM, he could die. It'd be quite an awkward scenario, and he has a Blink Dagger? Okay, I don't mind that.
He's safe.
It's not another Rapier, though, and that's what I'm about.
Huge team fight that we just saw. I don't believe X got those Tidebringer hits in that big team fight, but until the end. Where
He got
went
one
up.
here, look at this, Boomy. Bop!
Poor old Boomy.
We did, however, see MCY buyback in the back on the live stance, so they do hold the melee ranks,
Okay.
which is something.
Still, buyback expended on your POS 1 AM is not going to be too good of a feeling here for Adroit. They're going to have to be much more careful.
Yeah, it is level 30 AM, by the way, so he has the counterspell resistance, the uncontrollable illusion. I don't know which 15 talent he went, to tell you the truth, but I think he went the blink range, so the extra agi is quite solid. And he is the first to do so we won't be able to see the extra 110% Tidebringer cleave until an extra, what, 700 XP? No, 2000 XP? I was close.
Very close, mate. He'll have it soon.
And he has another Rapier kit up, and that's what we
That's
want to
what
see.
you need. If the game's not over, you just keep buying Rapiers. That's the way to win this game, number one. In fact, there's a double damage there, and they're not going to take it, of course. They're going to give it over to X.
And he has a bottle too, so we can actually hold it until the team fight. Not that double damage does much anymore. Like, it's giving him 160 damage, half of a Rapier.
MCY not actually get scouted out. Rocket Flare from Ching Feng is going to give vision of the smoke. Did they catch that?
I think they did. I mean, they're going to know now that the wards are getting spawned on top of their vision.
Hook shot onto Mac. They really love focusing down this Doom ASAP, but it's going to be CML first. Poison Nova. CML does die, but at least gets the heals off, and now the Echo is out from Boomy. Catching two. They'll get Ching Feng. Now after the Spectre. Can they take him down in time? They definitely can. The Mana Void is going to be out on X. He is a very, very low Kunkka at the moment.
Yeah, MCR almost soloed him. Very, very quick solo. If they drop that Rapier on the ground, man, it's so unfortunate. But Adroit, they took that high ground fight pretty much perfectly there. You could see they were all piled, waiting and ready for Max just to get jumped on. They didn't care. They knew he would survive through the original burst, and they'd turn around and pick up some kills. And they do get the Spectre.
MCY is mid by himself at the moment.
With an AC, okay.
It's going to be a little bit cautious. They know he doesn't have buyback.
AC over
Radiant's
Halberd.
middle tower is under attack.
Or rather, Battle Fury over Halberd.
Radiant are
I
scanning.
don't know. MCY, I mean, he knows best. He's playing very well right now.
Our second Divine Rapier is upon us for X. Nice
Oh,
counterspell
boy.
on the Hex. They are going to still try and focus him down. The Cogs pushback Boomy. Going to throw the Fisher out onto Yu. Still MCY goes onto the Clockwork. He is low. Ching Feng still alive, however, with that Lotus Orb. But now the Gale comes in from Ben Soy. Here comes X on the Kunkka. Just deleting Mac off the board, but he'll buy back. Now MCY. Very low does go down, and so does Boomy. Everyone buys back.
Everyone but MCY.
True.
He died back, he bought back rather when they tried to push, so it's a 4.5 minute window on that.
Can they push? With 3 heroes up and 2 Divine Rapiers on a Kunkka, can they make this push happen?
They need to be worried because Kunkka is obviously quite low. He doesn't have a TP for 30. He's actually walking around with 1,000 health.
Well, it's going to be another Hex out. It's going to be Mac, but Boomy Fisher is going to allow him to blink out of there. They want to make the play now. They know they've got a minute and a half without him. There's your Tidebringer cleave at plus 110%, which is certainly going to help his cause.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to see him one-shot as support. Is that too much to ask?
Apparently it is.
I mean, I feel like the viewers are going to think I'm some evil person. I was laughing maniacally when someone picked Arkawan. I was laughing my head off when supports missed their spells, and now I'm trying to like beg a Kunkka to one-shot these supports. It's just fun to see when it's not you, man. That's all I'm going to say.
I deserve this.
Ben Soy. Oh, here comes X.
X with the one-shot on Ben Soy,
Careful,
2.7.
Don't hang around there, Ben. You never know. Oh, not going to be a crit, but he does lose half his HP. X, are you actually going to die here? There's a Poison Nova out. He's forced to commit the boat now and the Torrent. He'll turn back around, hoping for a crit onto Ben Soy, and he does get it. 2.6k crit is going to be very nice out for X, and he'll TP back towards his fountain.
I believe that does mean he's going to one-shot if he gets the crit. Because he did half his health pool without the crit coming through, and obviously the crit being 225%, it might be enough to kill Ben Soy. On the other side though, Mac's now building an AC himself, despite the fact that MCY already has one. And MCY obviously puts the Battle Fury in the backpack. He's realized he needs both the Halberd and the AC.
Roll with that. Switch things up here for Adroit.
Such a strange build. Looking at this AM. Like, I can't say that I remember the last time I saw a Halberd AC AM level 30 this quickly. Like he had level 30 like 40 something minutes. Like
It was
42.
quick.
Yeah.
It was real fast. They're going to try for that top lane of Rax now. Can they get this done? There is still a bot melee barracks there, so you can't really forget about that, but they just want to get started on the new Rax now. I hear a BKB in the background. Mac is jumping in, but he's doomed himself again. The Lotus Orb going to save. Now the stun from the AM onto himself with the boat flying in, and now the hook shot. They have enough. MCY! Oh, the Lotus Orb just ruining the side of Adroit. And now Mac's caught out. That might be it.
I think that is 90 seconds down without your carry, 120 seconds down without Mac on the Doom. And the worst part is, Ben Soy didn't buy back there, so now it's a 3v5 fight. But it's too late, right? He's put the ultimate down.
Jumped in, Boomy with a huge Echo Slam, but there's just no damage output. They're still trying, but it's not going to be enough. It looks like Ben Soy is very low, and he does end up dying. Now CML, the last one left, but they've called it. It is GG, and game 1 will go to the way of Team Trust.
Yeah, and well earned too. Team Trust, they played very, very solid. The whole time I'm talking about Adroit, can MCY carry this? Can he keep